2 more jobs. Rick, more stuff online.
More stuff online. That's what we are.
This is it right here. You can check him out. And do you have people that help you out on more stuff online?
Got the greatest group of guys in the world, Joe. Bill Newell, former sports director at WESX Radio. He's our sports director. Bill Proposki is our tech guy, former math teacher at Gloucester High School, has Sandy Bay Systems that he runs. He's awesome, idea man. Tim Kearns, who's a history teacher at Gloucester High School, former coach. He's our analyst. It's just, and if I missed anybody, I mean, we've got salespeople. It's
salespeople.
awesome.
Oh, this is a business.
This is a business.
Oh wow.
This is a business. Yeah, and we've been around for about 5 years. We're going great guns. We've got a lot of wonderful advertisers on the North Shore. We just expanded into news, and you know, we're featuring Good Morning Gloucester.
Yeah, very nice. Very
on the website.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, as with what you do, it's a passion and it's a lot of fun, and you meet so many great people.
Yeah. Well, you started out, it's really just focused on sports, but now you're branching out into news. Is that right?
Yeah, we actually started just with little interviews at the high school that I used to send for morning reports over to WESX Radio. They folded up their tent, and there's nothing left locally for local sports and local news. And so we thought we'd try it, and we do hockey, basketball, baseball, you know, on the internet on MSO Web Radio. And then again, there's a need for news locally for radio. So we started our news about 4 or 5 months ago.
On radio?
MSO Web Radio.
Web radio.
It's called MSO Web Radio. It's right on the website. You click on it says on air. You click on that, and bingo, it plays live streaming radio. We also take a lot of the interviews from what we do live, and we'll post those on the website as well.
So you could access those anytime.
Absolutely, and we also have on demand. So if we do a hockey game, let's say we do Gloucester Beverly hockey. After the game, after it's broadcast live, we loop it for 24 hours, but then we place it on demand. So you go click on demand, play the whole game. You can fast forward, you can stop, you can pause, you can do what you want on it. So all that's available.
I had no idea that anyone in our area was doing something so technologically advanced and cool. I mean, that is cool technology. There are big media corporations. I'm not going to name anyone, but people that have much more resources that I'm guessing that you have, and they aren't doing what you're doing.
We don't have a lot of expensive equipment and toys, but I'm told that we are on a par. We are competing with some of the big boys, which is really exciting. And let me give you a compliment also. What you do is fantastic, Joe. Good Morning Gloucester. I'm telling you, it's a fantastic, it's unique, and really appreciate it. Anybody who doesn't take a look at this website is crazy.
Well, yeah, I know. I thank you. I appreciate that. But getting back to you and what you guys are doing, I really had no idea. You have a lot. The games, local high school hockey games. You can watch these games.
Can't watch them. Not yet. Not yet. We're not.
Oh, it's the audio. Okay.
This is audio. We'll be doing video in the not too distant future, and as you probably know, broadband, the more you want, the more expensive it is. But we will be doing video eventually. Just want to, and that's going to cost us some bucks because we got to get the high-tech cameras and so on. And you want to do a 2-camera shoot. You don't want to do a 1-camera shoot for a football game or a hockey game. Yeah. So it's all audio right now. And there are a couple of websites that are doing audio, but not very many.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's the next step. But what's great, let me just put in a plug for my announcers, is we also have this Bill Newell, Paul Swaim, Matt Roy of the Lynn Item does baseball games for us. Tim Kearns, of course, I mentioned, and we also have Marty Smith, and a lot of the local sports writers for the papers will come on as guest announcers. So it's just a blast meeting all these great people on the North Shore.
Who are some of your sponsors? Because because you're doing a great service for people. Who are some of your sponsors?
Locally we have the Gloucester House Restaurant. They've been fantastic. We have and they've been with us since the start. Bob Madruga, who's a local lawyer. We have the North Shore Bank in Danvers. Moynihan Lumber has been great. Sylvan Street Grill, Big Jim's Auto Body, Anchor Pub and Grill. I could go on and on.
Yeah. So this is so it's not just Gloucester. You cover the whole. What is it? Northeast Conference.
We do Northeast Conference, Cape Ann League, and basically what I like to say, it's pretty much from Newburyport north to maybe Gloucester, Manchester, Essex South, and we go out to Winthrop. So it's sort of that whole North Shore area. Primarily Northeast Conference, but we get into some other stuff as well.
That's big time.
We have a lot of coaches and athletic directors. We're familiar with them, and they with us, and so it's a great coverage area. And as I said, the great thing is I get to meet people that as a math teacher, I wouldn't ordinarily have access to.
I know what you mean, for sure. Well, this is great. We're going to link to you. We're going to talk about you in next week's podcast on the Gloucester cast with my buddy Kenny McCarthy. And anything you'd like to add?
Well, I appreciate it. That's all I want to say. You do a great job too, Joe, and we'll reciprocate. We'll have you on the website as well. And I want to plug the interview that's on the news page with you, and we want to talk with you again soon too.
Fantastic. Well, maybe we'll make it a regular feature.
I'd like that. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks so much, Rick.